What's up, guys? Welcome to Reload and Reps. My name's Logan.
My name's Ethan. And today we're going to be mounting the Steiner MPS onto the MR920P. We're going to be removing the old RMR 06 and then replacing it with an enclosed emitter duty style optic. The MPS has a 3.3 MOA dot. It's got a 13,000 hour battery life using a 1632 button battery, and uses the Acro footprint for mounting. So to accompany that, we've got a CNH Precision base plate that takes the Acro footprint for the Shadow Systems handgun. So we've got everything laid out in front of us to be able to mount. 10 Torx bit, a impact wrench slash driver, the mounting plate, some isopropyl alcohol to clean everything off, some thread locker, and yeah, let's do it. So we're going to start by breaking down the MR920P with the nice compensator on it. Just going to remove the guide rod and make it a little bit easier to work on stuff. So let's start off by getting this RMR 06 off. Let's go ahead and grab a T10 bit. Probably shouldn't use this for loosening stuff, but got to use what you got, you know? Do your best not to strip anything out. When you're doing a job like this too, there's some other stuff that definitely makes things handy, like having a little magnetic bowl to hold all your small parts. We just mounted this arm bar on here just a couple weeks ago, so this thread locker is still nice and tight. At the end of the day with this kind of stuff too, if you're not real comfortable and you don't know what you're doing, find a decent gunsmith to do it that has the proper tools. I'm not a decent gunsmith, but I know almost all my buddies exclusively come to me to do this kind of stuff. So I've been running red dots on handguns since about 2015, 2014. Actually, that might not be true. I think I've been running them longer than that.
Yeah, so you got me into it. You got me into shooting dot. I want to say 2016, I think. 2016, 2017, I got my first dot.
So this RMR right here, this one is one. This is the first battery operated RMR I got back in 2015, 2014. Before that I was running the RMR that has the tritium and the fiber optic on top. So, all right, let's get back to what we're doing. I'm going to use this Q-tip that still got some of this alcohol on and just kind of get down those threads just a little bit. Just try to get some of this, if there's anything down in there, get that out. And then get this Steiner MPS out. Isopropyl alcohol out of the way. So, and it's one of those where we've got somebody else that we shoot with often, and as part of this endeavor, he's got a He's got an Acro P2 on his Glock 19. So I figured this will also give us the ability to
do a comparison,
have a little comparison, see what's going on, because I've heard good things and bad things about both. All right, so these base plate screws, we're going to tighten them down to 13 inch-pounds. Says 12 to 15, so we've got it just below 15 on the torque wrench.
You said inch-pounds.
Inch-pounds.
Not foot-pounds.
Not foot-pounds. Don't you Hercules this stuff. These are little delicate screws.
That's a different looking base plate too.
Yeah.
And it's a bigger footprint, but
yeah, the Acro footprint's a little bit odd. But it's becoming a new standard for enclosed emitter optics.
Like we've talked about, we think closed emitter might be the, would you say, future?
Yeah, it's definitely the future.
Yeah,
of
it's evolving of the red dots.
Because I mean, it's one of those where this,
like, your reflexes are always going to be around, but
this RMR06, I mean, you can see how beat up it is. I mean, I've actually sent it into ChurchCon one time, not because it broke, just because the glass was, you weren't able to even see through it. So they replaced the glass, put a new emitter in it, brought it up to Type 2 specs. But you know, everybody is kind of flooding to these new enclosed emitters because of how much more reliable they are. I just don't see it. I don't see it yet. I'm not saying in theory they're not better because of not getting pocket lint, not getting dirt, not getting water on the actual emitter. But I don't know. We'll see. This is kind of my first test at it. Check those one more time. All right. So we've got the base plate on. Let's get the optic thrown on. So I'm actually going to bring this up to about 25 inch-pounds. So that's just under 25 inch-pounds. All right. So it may not be black, it might not match the rest of the gun per se, but we got a good deal on it, so. Let's get this thing thrown back together. And the shadow systems goes together just like a Glock. And it doesn't matter the generation, they all go together the exact same. All right, so let's do some final thoughts on the day. So we took off the RMR06, mounted up the Steiner MPS. So let's give some ideas on what we thought was good, what we thought was bad. I really like the dot clarity, the crispness of the dot, even at the highest setting. The window size is exceptional. I really like that it's more rectangular than square. So on transitions, you can really track that dot well. The glass clarity is really good. The audible clicks on the brightness adjustment, that's really nice. Large buttons, you'll be able to do it well, easy with gloved fingers.
Yep.
I do like when you zero it, the clicks for the up and right, left and down, or up and down, left or right, are audible, and they have a nice tactile click to them. Downsides, these are mid-height sights. They're not suppressor height. You get about a lower 1/16 co-witness, which is, I mean, it's all right. I prefer a lower quarter or a lower 1/3.
Well, I guess push came to shove, you would still have enough to.
Yeah, you'd still be able to make.
Backups.
Yeah, you'd still be able to make good usable shots.
Yeah.
But what do you think? I mean, this isn't your gun. You have a lot less rounds.
I mean, just
on
having what, a mag through it, if that. I mean, it's reiterating what you said, going off of clarity, transitions with that dot being nice and clear. That window being a lot bigger than, you know, like you said, an RMR, even shooting an acro.
Yeah.
I mean,
The acro has a small window.
Yeah, I think that window is a little smaller than even this, and that's a girthy sight as it is.
Yeah, it's a bulky sight.
But yeah, the transitions.
I would say the RMR might have a better window than the acro.
Yeah,
that's just me.
But yeah, just the mag that I put through it. I mean, you've seen on some of the footage that stacking, you know, 3-5 shots. Well, you know, me and you went through probably 30 rounds between a few mags, and it was a softball size, you know, group on steel as it is. But
that's even shooting fast and faster, you know, trying to pick up the cadence a little bit, transitioning.
I will say too, with that,
it's easy to track that dot.
Having them faster follow-up shots.
Yes.
Yeah, I think with
I can track the dot much easier on this than I can with my RMRs.
Having a dot like that, I think your faster follow-up shots, your cadence, I think you'd be able to do, like, increase your cadence, you know, maybe even increase your confidence as a shooter in a way. I mean,
well, and here's gonna be the thing is, guys, is that we're gonna have to do a lot of testing on this, and that is one of the reasons I did pick up the Steiner MPS, is it's been out for 3 years now.
Yeah.
So it's an older optic, and to some people it's not the new latest and greatest, so that might be a downside. For me, there's a lot of data on how this optic reacts. Yep. And so far from what the internet says, and you see data from a lot of different law enforcement agencies and stuff, the MPS actually does better the majority of the time than even the acro P2, which is,
I mean, torture test wise, you watch some videos and you got MPS, you got RMR, you got the SRO, you got the acro, you got
the RCR, the new Trichicon.
Yeah, the RCR. I've seen Primary Arms' new one, the HTX1 or whatever it's called, and this one still, I mean,
it's up there.
It takes a beat and it keeps on going.
Yeah. I mean, Steiner's a great name, and Steiner actually acquired Burris. You know, probably don't quote me, but it's been a while. But Burris is kind of known for red dots. They've made red dots for a long time. I'm not saying pinnacle, best red dot made, but they still have the technology. Yeah. So for a completely 100% U.S. made optic,
can't beat it. I mean,
for the price, it's really good. So we'll have to wait and see what the round count does, see how it gets beat up, make sure it holds 0, and then we'll get back to you guys.